Wow, check out this monster move we just got here in the last 12 hours or so. This is happening while I was sleeping on the other side of the world, depending on where you're tuning in from. I'm in Southeast Asia. Wow, this happened fast. So Bitcoin is now sitting up around 63,000. If we keep going, we could just keep going out of here. But we're hitting this potential resistance of this trend line, which is about where it is right now, 63,000. And I was thinking originally, yesterday, I was thinking we could bounce and come back down, even as low as 59. We could potentially test 59 again. But if we bounce off of that level, I mean, if this even happens, we could bounce off of that. We could, if we do correct down, and that's a big if, we could test the 59 again before heading back up. Or if we just head right through here, even better, even better. How are you guys feeling out there in the cryptoverse? Welcome back to the Bitcoin and crypto paradise. I'm going to be talking about obviously the Bitcoin chart, dive into the new moon coming up on May 7th in Taurus. We're going to have 5 planets in Taurus. This could be very interesting here. Okay, so let's get this started. I'm going to open this. So Bitcoin predictions based on the Bitcoin astrology. That's what we do on this channel. We're one of the few channels in the world that looks at TA and astrology. But this is not financial or investment advice. If you're new here, I'm Jack. I'm an engineer gone crypto astrologer. On this channel, I combine technical analysis with astrology. Please subscribe. Please support the channel by hitting that subscribe button. It helps to get this video out to more people. So if you want this information to help more people, hit that subscribe button. And of course, you will be rewarded with my videos that are coming out on a daily and a weekly basis to give you an edge on the crypto markets by bringing the ancient science of astrology to the markets. Watch this video all the way to the end. I'll be giving the Bitcoin predictions at the end. Previous predictions that I've had, on April 23rd, Bitcoin full moon April video, just to show you some of the accuracy of this Bitcoin astrology, which is quite incredible. Honestly, I was even skeptical at first a few years ago when I heard Bitcoin astrology. But ever since I have been doing this on a daily basis, it is incredible how accurate this can be. So I'm going to go here. And these are the predictions that I made in that video a couple weeks ago. Looks like 10 days ago. We could play this really quick. I'm not sure if y'all will be able to hear it, but let's test out my new mic here. Difficult to predict. Bitcoin and crypto could see a dump at the end of April, around this full moon, April 23rd, or perhaps the next week. The final week of April, heading into May, because we do get some negative transits to the Bitcoin astrology chart, and we've seen this time and time again. When we get these negative transits, we typically do see a dump with the Bitcoin price chart. All right, and of course, we did see that massive dump from around 62K all the way down to 56K, around there. All right, so we got that dump. Thanks to Bitcoin astrology, guys. Got a nice little trade there. All right, now the May 7th new moon astrology. Let's just get into it, guys. You want to just get into it right now? All right, so we have the sun and moon in Taurus at 18 degrees, and it is sextiling Saturn in Pisces. So that is pretty positive. Let me show you on the astrology chart what I'm talking about, if it works. Okay, here we go. So let's go exactly to the new moon, May 7th here. And as you can see, the sun is conjunct the moon at 18 degrees Taurus, as I mentioned. The good news is that Venus is also in Taurus. That is the home sign for Venus. And then we also have Mars in Aries, the home sign for Mars. So that's very good. And historically, Mars in Aries is good for the macro markets, which is likely good for Bitcoin as well. So we have Mars happy in Aries, Venus happy in Taurus. We got the sun and the moon there. But then we also have Uranus and Jupiter. This is right after the Uranus and Jupiter conjunction, about 10 days ago or so. And we did get, Uranus is kind of the trickster, unexpected events. We did get that dump that, right on the Bitcoin, right after the Bitcoin halving that I think a lot of people didn't expect, even though I was looking at it and I was like, no, we're probably going to get some unexpected price activity because Uranus brings in a lot of volatility, a lot of unexpected events, things like that. So they're coming out of that conjunction. Now Jupiter is heading towards, Algol. This is actually a star. That's not a planet. And then we're going to head into Gemini. Jupiter's going to head into Gemini. And actually, historically, Jupiter in Gemini is bullish. So I'm going to head into the future here. We're going to, later, I'm giving you some bonus content later in this month. The sun's going into Gemini, and then Venus in Gemini. And then Taurus comes in, which actually looks could be very bullish as well, heading into June, honestly. Like I was saying, historically, Jupiter in Gemini is bullish for markets, and Gemini being an air sign, having to do, the ruler is Mercury, and Mercury is the planet of trading. And so then Mercury is going to head into Gemini as well. So I'm giving you guys the bonus content here. That's looking quite bullish heading into June. And then this is potentially bullish as well. Typically in new moons, we get a market peak. So we are already getting this massive Bitcoin run here. Let me try to find the chart. We're already getting this massive Bitcoin pump, and then we still have, a few days heading to May 7th. We have a few more days, so maybe Bitcoin will get a little rejected off there. Maybe it'll head through this. It could even shoot right through for all I know, like that. Before the new moon, we did get this big dump back in April, at the end of April. Typically we see a pump after the full moon, which happened about 10 days ago. So maybe we're getting this kind of belated pump here, heading into the new moon. So that's certainly possible. So this is looking very bullish. And I did talk about a couple weeks ago over and over how I was thinking this was potentially a bullish setup. And we weren't able to hold that 59,000 level. However, we are correcting very quickly, as you can see, heading back up. And if we look at the weekly chart, this could have been nothing but just a wick down, and we're just heading back up. And this bar could actually turn green. Let's see. Heading into May 6th, we're going to end this week in a couple days here. Are we going to finish this week in the green? If that's the case, then that is quite bullish. Then, that big fearful collapse down to 56,600 was just a wick down, and we don't even necessarily have to worry about that in the long run. What do you guys think about that? That's looking bullish. If we go to look at the monthly, we got one of the biggest green candles ever for Bitcoin back in February. Another green candle in March, and then we got this massive red candle. And honestly, I don't see anywhere in the history books that it's happened just like this, where we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 green candles, and then we got a massive red candle. I mean, this one back here, I saw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 greens, but we just got a tiny red candle before a massive red candle. I don't see it ever where we got exactly like this, where we got a massive green candle and then we got one red candle that took us all the way below it right after. That did not happen in 2019. You could argue that it happened in 2018, but this was only 3 bars in green. It wasn't 7 bars in green. So that's a little bit different. But I mean, look at it. We've never seen 7 months green and then a massive red candle. Here we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 green, but this was just an insane green candle, followed by a red candle. Heading into the bear market there. This one we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 green, but we got this massive wick up, and then the next red candle was not a very big candle. So if all goes well, we could be heading into another green month. We'll see. We will see. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Do you think we're going up in May? Do you think we're going down? I imagine since we got this massive daily candle here, a lot of people are going to say we're going up. Okay. Let's get back to the presentation. So like I was saying, we have Venus in Taurus, Mars in Aries. That's positive. We do have Mercury conjunct Chiron on the new moon. That's the negative. But could these positives outweigh the negative? We have Pluto retrograde, which represents a market shift. Are we shifting into the green direction? Sure looks like it right now. Bitcoin astrology for the new moon. We do get a negative Mars square the Bitcoin Mars on the day of the new moon, but I don't think that's anything to worry about too much. That's a small negative. Then we have Neptune trining the Bitcoin Jupiter in orb, which is positive. And then we have, one thing that's interesting is we have Uranus square the Bitcoin Neptune, which happened on May 2nd. Direct hit. Now we're heading out of that. And so I was hoping, I wasn't certain, but I was really hoping after we got that direct hit on May 7th, this really negative Uranus square Bitcoin Neptune transit, that after that, typically what we see sometimes in the past is after we hit a negative transit, Bitcoin is so strong, the demand for Bitcoin is so strong that right after, the price just jumps up. The negative just kind of dampers the price, but then once it's out of orb, or even just after the direct hit of this Uranus square Bitcoin Neptune, we're getting a massive pump. So that's very, very good news. We could continue back up. Okay, quick announcement. I am launching the Crypto Astro Mastermind. We have a monthly Zoom call coming up very soon this month in May. Engage in live discussions, insights, and knowledge sharing sessions. All meetings will be recorded for your convenience. I'm giving monthly detailed astrology analysis, so I'll be going much deeper than these free YouTube videos. You'll be able to receive insights on Bitcoin, Ethereum, and major altcoin astrology. You can ask me about your favorite altcoins, as long as they're in the higher crypto market caps. I might be able to look at the astrology. Q&A with me. If you have any burning questions about crypto astrology, get your answers from me. In a supportive group, you'll connect with like-minded individuals, mastermind, and elevate your crypto strategy, astrology knowledge, and life together. We'll go over the Bitcoin historical astrology. I'm excited about this. We'll study the past to forecast the future by diving deep into the history of Bitcoin astrology since the inception of Bitcoin in 2009 all the way to 2024. We'll maximize your profits. Learn the secrets to maximize your profits towards the market peak. So I'll give you strategies so that you can maximize your profits. I cannot give you financial advice, but I can give you that strategy and your mindset and the Bitcoin astrology. Typically, a mastermind like this can go for $97 a month easily, or even upwards of $1,500 a month for a high-end mastermind. But since you're one of my avid viewers on YouTube, I want to do something special. When you sign up today, you get full access to the Crypto Astro Mastermind for only one investment of $197. That's it, and you're in. Now this is an incredible deal, and there's only 3 spots left for just $197. But you get lifetime access if you get one of these spots. As long as you actively participate every month, you get full access to this Crypto Astro Mastermind. Monthly calls with me where we could dive into the Bitcoin astrology, dive much deeper than on this YouTube channel. You can ask me all your questions. We can come up with a strategy for you to maximize your gains so that you can benefit your life and profit in this incredible bull run here. The next group call is happening very soon. Like I said, this month on the call, I'll be sharing a critical update on the Bitcoin Summer 2024 astrology that you definitely don't want to miss. All right, so the Bitcoin predictions, wanted to share this on this video. There's definitely volatility. As long as the macro S&P 500 and Dow Jones holds up like it is right now, Bitcoin price could go up in early May, like we're already seeing around the new moon, May 7th, give or take a week. Now we're already seeing this massive pump. We could continue to head up further. Perhaps we'll see a little correction, but this is looking very bullish. All right, guys, like and share this video if you enjoyed this. Definitely subscribe. Like I mentioned, that's one of the #1 things you can do is support this channel and putting out these amazing content for free. Thank you so much, and I'll see you on the next video.